To say this has made me more in tune with my community would be an understatement. It's been life-changing, it actually has, and it's been for my son as well. It's gotten him to see bikes differently. He wasn't taking to a bike. He was really late on learning how to ride a bike. These kids need wins right now, and all they want to do this summer is learn how to ride a bike. I'm John Richards from KEXP. I'm the morning show host and the on-air program director. The community of KEXP is unlike any other. There's this sense of ownership and trust. They've powered us for years. If they didn't support the station, we're a nonprofit independent station, there'd be no KEXP. So this community literally holds KEXP up, and then in return, we try to hold them up. Being a voice on the radio and being out there for people, I needed to remind them they're not alone, that I'm out here, that there's listeners out here. And the worst thing that can happen is you're in a state of grief or sadness or depression and you're alone. And if you can just remember that phrase, you're not alone, it may save your life. I try to say it as often as I can, and almost every time I do, somebody responds, thank you, I felt alone today. So I think we all can be saying that to one another. We've been walking a lot during the pandemic, my wife and I, every day. And we're walking in, our neighbors who happen to be Megan Jasper of Sub Pop, they come flying by on these cool white bikes, and I'm like, whoa, hey, what's up? And they just stopped, and I don't know what she said. She just had this huge grin, and she's like, "You gotta get on this thing." So Amy and I, we chopped on the bike and took turns, and I was just like, I live in West Seattle, so it's really hilly. And it's one of the reasons I don't ride my regular bike that I used to ride all the time. And so I hopped on this thing, and then I just flew up the hill, and I just started laughing, and it was like, she's right, you would smile all the time. I got the bike, and I have ridden it, I think, without Henry on it, maybe a dozen times. He's always on the back of this thing. We're like the bike gang here in town. It's really become a bonding thing for my son and I. And now I'm the cool dad sitting outside the school, and all the parents come out are just like, you can see, I'm like, oh, I should do that.